Hello, everybody, and welcome to the June edition of the monthly newsletter. So, once again, just kind of an introduction to what the newsletter actually is. It is basically a way for me to have a monthly update and to answer any questions you might have, kind of out loud, add a little bit to it, not just a text reply. So, with all of that said, let's just kind of jump into it. So first of all, with the updates, I am branching out into Super Smash Bros. And potentially Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Those are two games that I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm kind of excited to make episodes of them, actually. I have a Super Smash Bros. Already recorded. It'll be coming out soon. I might record some more stuff with Counter-Strike, maybe Danger Zone, or even competitive. I'm only silver, so not a whole lot I can really do with that, but, you know. All right, next thing, I am looking at potential collaborations with other channels. I have been kind of looking around, seeing channels that I could do. There is a good friend of mine in real life named Anvicom. He mainly does Splatoon, and I might be doing a little bit with him in the future. It'll probably be Smash Brothers because that's the only game that we both play, but I do have a few other people in mind too, I guess. Just that's the main one that I'm looking at the moment, so if and when we do that, look forward to that, I guess. Okay, next thing. I am looking for someone to help me with thumbnails. Thumbnail making is more or less my weakest point in the whole YouTube experience. You can probably tell just by looking at some of them. I'm not very good at making them. I have no idea how to use Source Filmmaker. I am using loadout.tf to pose the models in their default poses, taking a screenshot and overlaying them onto a background. I really don't have time to learn Source Filmmaker, otherwise I would learn that to do some stuff, but that is why I am asking for all of your help. If you are interested in doing this, this would basically be you would make thumbnails for me. I would give you a brief description of the video, potentially let you watch it just to kind of get a feel for it. And then in return, the output essentially would be a Source Filmmaker, or if you decide not to do Source Filmmaker, render of whatever the thumbnail would be. Now, I'm not asking to do this for free. If you don't want to do it for free, of course, if you want or require some sort of payment, we will certainly work something out. Again, just hit me up, give me like a sample of what you can do, essentially, and we'll figure it out from there. All right, next thing is I am trying to figure out what types of videos to make still. I am, actually, since I'm branching out into other games, those will hopefully be some stuff. I have recently acquired the format of if people want to donate. Again, I don't really want to encourage it because it opens up a can of worms, but if you do want to donate, I will make a video on whatever you donate. Don't fret, it will be out. But other than that, I'm still kind of branching out into ideas. If you have any ideas or something that you want me to do, certainly let me know, because I'm pretty much taking feedback as law at the moment. All right, on to the next thing is I am still trying to figure out how to expand the channel, like I mentioned last time. Since I went into this in the May edition, I will keep this fairly brief. However, I just, once again, am trying to figure out how to get an influx of subscribers. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm open to anything. All right, and final update for June is I am going to be sticking with the 2 weekly videos, despite anything that I might have said in the past. I was eventually looking to go out to 3 or even potentially more. However, I do a lot for my other channel, and I think that 2 is a pretty good number since I won't be able to sustain more over like the school year, basically. So for the summer, I can do more. Anytime others, I will not. So I will, in fact, be sticking with 2 videos for the foreseeable future. All right, that is all of the updates that we have, so let's move on to the reminders. All right, reminders are pretty straightforward. Like I had mentioned in the May edition, reminders won't really change a whole lot. It's just kind of stuff that I gotta put out there just in case any of you actually pay attention. First of all, Q&A questions. The Q&A will be coming up soon. If you have any questions, ask them below. In fact, type them out right now while I do the rest of my spiel. Second thing is Discord. I have a Discord channel. It's in the description. Click it, join it. It's not super active, but it is a good way to interact with people outside of comments, so that's always fun. Third thing is armory weapon requests. You all have been very diligent about getting those requests into me, and I've been very appreciative about that because now I actually have a good solid list of armory weapons, which I'll go over in the Q&A, but thank you for that. But again, if you have any weapon that you would like me to do and you've not already asked it, because I do, believe it or not, keep all of the comments that ask, let me know in this video or on any of the armories, and I will add that. And final update is my second channel. I had mentioned this earlier. It is called Just Some Boys. I'll also link to that in the description. It's a wildly different format than this channel. It's multiple people. It's Nintendo games. It's a good time. Check that one out. Even if you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. Just, see what it is. All right, and that concludes the reminders, so let us move on to the Q&A, my personal favorite section. Okay, Channing Gonzar says, can you do a loadout vid? Actually, yes, I will, I'll do that right now. Alright, so I have, I guess 3 main loadout templates here. The Scout uses pretty much what you're going to see for a lot of my classes here. I just use the balloon hoodie and the Bruiser's bandana. I think they look pretty good together, and then I usually choose some other cosmetic that has traces of white on it, so I don't have to paint it and spend all that money. For Scout, in terms of loadout, I do just my scatter gun, usually the Luger Morph. I occasionally switch between really all of the secondaries. Honestly, it's pretty universally used. And then my pro kill streak candy cane here, or the ham if I encounter explosive users. Soldier is my main, so I kind of have an unusual here. It's fancy schmancy, just in case you're wondering, 703 points. And then I got my rocket launcher here. I use the shovel because for whatever reason, I just do not like the escape plan. I think that although you move faster while it's out, for whatever reason, I end up dying at low health more often with that than I do the shovel, so not sure if that's coincidence, but this is professional kill streak, so it works out. And then the gunboats, because if you're going to be a real OG gamer, you want to get your rocket jumps better. Pyro, this is the loadout I've used for years on end, so, I mean, that is what it is. I have my specialized killstreak flamethrower, got the pumpkin fire, not pumpkin fire, the Halloween fire on that, and I usually switch between shotgun, scorch shot, and flare gun. Those are the 3 that I really use most often, or maybe thermal thruster if I'm, like, extra memey. And then for melee, I sometimes switch between the back scratcher and power jack, depending on if we have a medic. Demo Man, pretty straightforward. I only used this set instead of my Balloon Hoodie set because I had an unusual Hustler's Hallmark for a short amount of time, and I really liked the way it looked, so I said, yeah, I'll get one of these in unique form and wear that. First loadout's pretty simple, all stock. Can't really go wrong with stock, honestly. Or I have my Demo Knight set, which is extra fun. For heavy, once again, I use the Balloon Hoodie template. I used to have the Starboard Crusader, but, $5 is $5. I use mostly stock. I use the second banana instead of the sandwich because A, screw pocket medics, and B, I mean, it's a lot faster recharge, and it restores a realistic amount of health. The amount of times that you're going to need all 300 is not very high. Sorry, I clicked on Engineer. A little too fast here. I'm trying to go through this at a reasonable speed here to make this video not too long. For Engineer, I have 2 main sets that I use. I have my normal set with shotgun. I really switch between all the secondaries depending on the situation, and then my Jag. Or I use the Gunslinger. I've not used the stock engine so freaking long. Honestly, there's not really a reason to. Jag is better in nearly every way. Getting kills with your wrench is, I mean, pretty much invalidated when you have a shotgun. And although you can remove sappers faster, it's just, I don't know, I find the build speed to be a little bit better in pretty much every situation. And if I'm using the Gunslinger, I'll occasionally use this, which is Fire Emblem reference, but I don't know. I got it off of the market, so whatever. Oh, and using the Balloon Hoodie template once again. Medic. I have this medic. I've had this medic for really a long time. Probably my medic and my spy are my 2 longest surviving cosmetic sets. I usually use this set right here. I switch Kritzkrieg for stock medigun if we're on offense. But I mean, this set is really good. There really isn't a reason to use anything but the crossbow and the Uber Saw. Um, I mean, maybe if you wanted to use, like... Actually, no. I was going to say the Amputator, but it's like the situations where you'd want to use that are so very niche that it's not worth it. Sniper, I have two main sets. I have my Balloon Hoodie variant for non-Halloween. I go pretty much all stock. I'll occasionally switch out my secondary. And then the Shinhasha, this one, because, I don't know, I just kind of, someone gave this to me in a trade, and I tried it out. I'm like, wow, I actually like the Shahana Shisha. I don't freaking know how to pronounce that. But I'll occasionally switch to stock with that. And then this is my other one, which is my Crocodile set. If you ask me why I have this, I won't give you an answer, because honestly, I don't freaking know. And then finally, you got my Spy. This is also one of the longest surviving sets. I got my my little Snick a little while ago. I used to use the Duos specs with that. Pronunciation is not my strong suit. I usually go all stock with Spy. I'll occasionally switch to the Ambassador for ×10. I had a Strange Festive one that I sold a little bit ago. My knife, I have this one, but why would I use my Strange one when I have the one that's crafted by me? Like, that one's for extra cool points. And then I also have this for ×10. Yeah, and the watch, I mean, it's between this and the Dead Ringer. If you use the Cloak and Dagger, you're an Ultra Scrub. And then Sapper, I'm not rich enough, and I don't like the way that the AppSat makes noise. So, that is my loadout. Let's move on to the next question. Mr. Cultist asks, where did you get all of your items? So, I have actually been trading for quite a long time. I might do my trading adventure is my next story time. It'll be a fairly brief thing. I think I started trading in around January of 2015, I think, is when I decided, hey, I'm tired of being poor. Let's do Scrap to Unusual. And I ended up getting like a 96 key Unusual and most of the items in my inventory out of that. So pretty good success, but that's all where it came from. I've not really sunk any money into this game. This isn't a specific question, but this is in response to your armory requests. I see them all. I now have an official list of stuff. The Widowmaker was the most requested one, so that'll be the next one that I'm doing. I actually recorded the audio for that recently, and I'm getting the gameplay footage. But this is kind of the list that I have. It's officially now a list instead of just like, hey, I have a good idea of which ones I'm going to do. So, pretty good. Thank you all for putting those in. Word asks, Daddy? Yeah, sure. Actually, wait 1 second. We're getting a quick message. All right, my lawyer actually told me to answer no to that question, so we will be moving on. The final thing that I wanted to talk about, right, is a guy named FNAF Foxy. This is related to the Q&A. If you remember the Raging Kid with a Terrible Mic video, there is a kid named FNAF Foxy in the chat, and he was, well, he was a little bit angry.
Hello.
Ooh, FNAF Foxy.
You just got roasted in the chat.
Now, originally, upon viewing this, I thought this guy was a troll. I could have sworn he was a troll. But he left some comments on my video, which I thought, wow, this guy is a really dedicated troll. So the comments are, and once again, I try to keep profanity to a minimum on this channel. However, these are his words, not mine. So also, fuck you, Great Blue, the fucking bastard, or should I say the bitch? And also other such classic comments as, bastard, you talk about me and my brother, don't do this, delete this now! So, yeah, I thought this was a troll. I saw these, I'm like, okay, this guy is, like, the master troll. But, then I clicked on his channel. He's not a troll. This is real. This is his actual channel. This is just beautiful. He is either probably one of the best trolls in the entire world, and he's very dedicated to just mess with a guy who has like 800 some subs, or this is a real guy who actually exists. So, thank you, FNAF Foxy 120. Your name says it all. All right, and that is going to be it for the Q&A portion of this video. Once again, ask some questions if you want. But my question for July, and I'll visit this next time, is what should I call myself and my subscribers? I really don't know what to refer to myself on the shorthand. Great Blue, like, do I call myself Great? Do I call myself Blue? Nobody really knows. And also, what do I call my subscribers? Do I say, like, Great Blueies? Like, what's the word? So, if you have any input on that, give your answers below. We'll take a look at that one in July. And that'll be it for Q&A. Alright, so that is all for the June edition of the newsletter. Thank you so much for watching. I am still trying to figure out what footage to put in the background. This is gameplay footage. So, it's cool. Take a look at this cool shot that I probably did here. I'm not going to edit that just to make it line up, so if there's not a cool shot, screw you. But that is it for this month, and I will see you guys next time.